Do you guys have prisons? I have a maximum security prison in my hometown.
You have a maximum
really?
a maximum security prison in your hometown.
Yeah, it's right across from my elementary school. It's across the street.
Location, baby.
They call it the Rock.
They call it the Rock, don't they?
It's
The
I
Rock.
don't know what its actual Cheshire Correctional Institution. Yeah.
Very nice.
Big
Opened in
prison.
1913.
Yeah, tell us more about the. Have you any breakout attempts out of the Rock?
No, but I've been in it several times because I would deliver pizza to the COs there.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been. I don't know where lockup is, but I've been in the front many times.
Yeah, you're not in the most inner ring. You don't have regulars there.
No.
Is it like high security like big state prison these are where the
Yeah,
you get a real serious
it's like
bid.
murderers. It's a maximum security prison.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
One time, so it's on a corner. So you guys know what that means. I don't know why I was beginning to explain what being on a corner means.
What a street corner is.
Yeah. And so the front of it is on the main road through town, but then the side is just, whatever. And my mom was, I forget what happened. I forget why, but she pulled over on that side road once. I don't know if she got a flat or something, but then 4 cop cars rushed her because they thought she was aiding an escape.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prison break.
Yeah, and then they killed her, actually. They shot her dead.
Jesus.
I kid.
Starting hot.
No, that it did happen, though. That is real.
Jake. So it always jumps there. Always.
You guys got any prisons in your hometown?
No. I mean, I guess
Let's
the
find
closest
out.
one is the
Let's
jail
find out.
right by the Greater Boston Food Bank, right by Mass and Cass.
There's a Quincy, correct? Oh, this is Quincy, Florida. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why are you giving out my assassination coordinates, by the way? Why?
I thought you've said that on
Fitz,
the
are you a Florida man?
I've said it from Quincy multiple times. I'm just giving you a hard
okay.
time. Yes. And Florida man too. Florida man at heart. I have family in Florida.
Liam, what's your town?
Bel Air, Maryland.
Wow.
I don't think I have one.
How can you go all this time?
How do you not
mention that
call
you're
yourself the Fresh Prince? Yeah, how the fuck?
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, probably
I could
everybody
never.
from there does that, right?
Oh yeah. Anybody that ever leaves that town.
You have a detention center.
I know that. It's on what is that? That's in Forest Hills.
It's on
sorta.
Rock Spring Road in Bel Air.
I know it well.
Wow, this is good stuff, huh?
Liam just gets 1,000-yard stare thinking about Rock Spring Road. Oh man, I'm calling
Liam the Fresh Prince from now on. I cannot believe that he's never said that.
Rock Spring Road is on the wrong side of the tracks, Jake. You don't understand.
That's right. The wrong side of town.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's where the greasers are. There, you don't want to mess with them. Prison talk to start off the episode. That's what everyone has come
why
here
not?
for.
Yeah.
Talk about the clink.
The slammer.
There's a
Slam. Yep.
there's a huge prison I would drive by when I would head to the beach when I was still living in Maryland. Everybody would go to those Delaware beaches, Bethany, Rehoboth.
How
etc.
are the Delaware beaches? They good
They're
beaches?
fine. Yeah, they're good. They're better
Connecticut
than the
beach is
Maryland
not so
ones.
good because it's not really the ocean. It's fellas, it's the sound that you're getting. at
Love
those
that song by the
Connecticut beaches.
1975. It's a great track.
You're getting-
The sound.
Yeah, they just play it nonstop.
I would go there if that's what it
The
did.
Mass beaches, Fitz, good.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on which one. I mean, there's a high rate of variance in my opinion. There's some really good beaches. There's some really not so great beaches, like Quincy, Wally Beach. Wouldn't take the family there. Would not go
Wally
on
Beach.
Wollaston Beach. It's short for Wally Beach.
Oh.
I should. I forgot I was talking with the
Wally.
fresh. Yeah, right. WOLLY, not our beloved green monster, Verton
And me.
monstrosity. And you, yeah. Do people call you Wally? Is that a?
On the high school hockey team, I was Wally. Yeah,
Oh,
Every high school
Everybody's-
hockey player has to have a Y nickname at the end
that's
of it.
correct. Yes.
Yeah.
everybody's getting
Or
nicknames today.
SY.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
Are those the people
Who's that?
from
Is that you, Liam?
from the Cheshire Correctional Facility going out there for
Jeez.
Liam?
there's always something going on out there.
My goodness.
Yeah. Well, I'm Mike Shawarren. Shawarzy, maybe that would have been his high school hockey name.
Yeah. Sure.
AKA Fitzy.
Shawzy, something like that.
Shawzy, yep. Fitzy is easy enough for me.
Shaw's and Star Market.
It's Jans. We're here with Dick Blisey, or Dickie. Dickie, that would probably be his.
Dickie B.
AKA Liam. Fantasy, yours is already built in.
He'd be Fenny, I think.
When Fantasy is right there, I mean, I guess you get rid of the extra syllable.
That's too.
I guess.
That's too much.
And
there,
Go
yeah.
Birds, Go Birdsy, AKA Jakey,
Yeah, I think I'm rooting for the Birds in the big dances.
I was originally
not the
gonna...
big dance. That's March Madness. You stupid fucking idiot.
We were close, which I heard.
What
The
do all the commercials say? The big game, right?
yeah, because you can't legally use the term.
The big game.
You can use that, yeah.
What if we say it? Do they kill us?
No, because we're talking about it like in an informational sense.
Oh, okay.
We
They're
can
going to
use
take the
the
episode
term
down.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Come and we should go real right wing mega on this. Come and take it. Come and take our term.
Come and
here.
take it.
We're gonna say it, folks. They can't
not
stop
afraid to
us
go
from
there.
saying Super Bowl. Exactly.
The S word.
The S word. I call it the S word.
We do a little trolling.
It's called we do a little trolling. I was originally I went into the day saying I'm going to root for the AFC team no matter what because I just don't want the city of Philadelphia to have nice things. Left the night saying, okay, I take that back. I'm actually kind of rooting for the Eagles because the Chiefs are obnoxious.
Yeah. That's where I'm at, too.
So, I mean, it was... I was rooting for a Niners-Bengals matchup.
As was I.
I can at least respect Philly fans just for how they're kind of cut from the same
man. You
cut from the same cloth.
You can't say they aren't passionate.
Yeah, I mean the pulling.
Well, you know what they are?
Alarm,
they are Philly fans are Boston fans without any of the success. So they're like way crazy. They're stars.
2001.
Yeah, they're mad. They've gone mad.
Which is why I want to. That's I got to give them their flowers. I have to respect their fan base.
Go
you know
Birds!
what I mean? I may not be a fan of their teams at all whatsoever. Can't stand any of their teams. Actually, I'm okay with the Phillies. But their fans, I can at least respect
Tony
them.
D's on the Phillies.
You're thinking the Flyers.
Yep, I am. I don't know why I said that.
It's all the same.
Baseball podcasts, all right? If you want to talk
man.
hockey, go take
I
your
like
ass
the
over.
Phillies too, actually.
Take your ass over to Stanley Cup of Chowder if you want to talk hockey, all right? This is over the Monster, pal. I'll have you know, all right?
Sorry.
Yeah. Just like that name of the
Sorry,
street
I'm a little baby.
just like that street in Bel Air, you're on the wrong side of the tracks if you want to talk hockey, all right, pal?
Rock Spring.
Rock Spring Road, folks. Speaking of baseball, should we talk about the Boston Red Sox?
Sure.
Well, big day coming up this Friday.
Big day coming
Oh,
up.
is that Friday?
Yeah.
Truck
Friday at like noon, I think. I'm going to be out
Boy,
there.
howdy.
I'll send pictures.
The None of the Sox boys are very mad at us for also talking Truck Day.
Oh, yeah.
They did beat us to the punch. They were kind of doing it. They planted their flag staunchly against Truck Day. They said it was for perverts. I think for us, on the flip side, maybe we are the podcast for perverts. Maybe that's
Yeah,
our...
I was gonna say maybe we are.
Yeah,
A bringing endorsement.
it's
Yeah.
like when Hillary called Trump supporters deplorables. Like, okay,
That's a. What if
gotta
imagine if
wear it.
like
POL and the
imagine-
P stands for perverts.
yeah, I was gonna say imagine if like we have a fan base, like what's Justin Bieber's like Beliebers? Our the Pod on
It's just
Lansdowne
the
fans are just
perverts.
perverts. That's it. There's
No other way to put it.
there's just perverts.
Thank you to the perverts.
Shout out to all you perverts. Listening around the world.
Not to bring up another Trump bit again, but remember his Vine account?
No.
Remember Trump's Vine account? Trump had a Vine account and it had bangers. Like, it was basically just.
Is that the Ghostbusters one?
He may have done a.
You can't remake.
He may have made a Ghostbusters Vine that would track.
Did you guys ever see Ghostbusters 2016?
I did not.
I didn't either. Because I hate women.
Negative.
Jesus. Funny enough that
So. I kid.
yeah. So Trump was on All Out Attack on Anthony Weiner when all that stuff was going on.
Oh yeah.
And he just has this one clip. He's sitting in a private jet, and he just goes, "We don't want perverts elected in New York City. No perverts."
I do remember that one.
So
That's true. That's true.
That on a Vine loop, you could see why that would be funny.
That's totally true.
There was one about like Obama chewing gum, if I remember right. It was like he took it out of his mouth and then put it back in.
A-Rod made a deal because he's guilty as hell. That was another one. He was big on the anti-A-Rod. He was big on supporting Miley. He's like, Miley, don't listen to the haters. They're all jealous. They're just little nuggets of wisdom from old Donnie. Hey, we got a good episode coming up for you this week, folks. Obama. Yeah, we do not have Obama coming on to the show. We do, however, have a very special guest coming on later in the show. We'll talk with him later. Good old Doink Patrol joining the program this week.
Todd
folks.
Gonzalez.
Yes. I mean we have to talk about the Japanese baseball game with all those names on there. It's an amazing list. We'll get to that again later in the show. But no, very very happy that they decided to join the program. We got a special little treat here. We're going to be doing our first annual inaugural class of the Baseball Twitter Hall of Fame. We'll get into that later. What do we call it, Liam? What do we call this?
I don't know.
A tease.
Oh, is that a tease?
A tease.
Oh,
It's a big time. That's a big time tease.
I thought you were looking
It's a
for like
pat-
an
that's
I
a-
thought you were looking for like an acronym for what you would.
Wait. I'm gonna need a few minutes. I actually forgot to do that, but I know what.
I totally blanked on that too.
Yeah, Fitz, you should have reminded him. But I know really what I want to do.
Yeah,
but I will need a brief moment to collect my thoughts on that.
I generally know what I want to bring on there. Mine's not written down yet, but I know what I'm gonna, because little peek behind the curtain. We'll just do that after we're done recording this, and then hop on with Doink.
Okay, great, thanks.
But no, yeah. Again, tune into that later. Thank you for tuning in the first place.
Just stay on. Actually,
Yes, yeah. I mean, you don't have to change anything. There's no tuning to be done. It's just a matter of hitting play and not hitting
touch
pause.
that dial.
Yeah, if you're
right.
hearing this, you've already hit play.
Yeah,
Just
we
keep
already
playing.
We already got you, right? You've actually done most of the hard work, anyways.
We've won.
We got you here.
And it's just a matter of keeping you here. So, Boston Red Sox, baseball team, they play in Massachusetts. They play in Major League Baseball. We happen to be fans of them. Let's talk about them. Latest happenings with those Boston Red Sox. We already discussed Matt Barnes saying sayonara. He was designated for assignment last week. We talked about that.
But now he's really gone.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone all the way down to Miami.
He retired to Florida. But not actually. He actually is still playing there.
Yeah, maybe he just stays there going forward, even if he retires there and grows old there rather. No, he is the newest member of the Miami Marlins. Richard Blyer coming back to the Boston Red Sox again. Dickie Blyer, the namesake of Liam's nickname on the stream this week.
We needed a Dick. The Red Sox needed a Dick. Yeah,
Need to take. I mean,
quota.
we lost our Dick last year. Well, we had a Dick last year, but he left in the offseason. Our Dick.
Us being dickless was pretty, catastrophic. Now that you look back at the 2022 Red Sox.
Yeah, he was gone. He missed a lot of the year. Our old Dick.
Yeah, gotta have a Dick in there.
Yeah.
Can't be going into opening day dickless. You just can't.
You take that Dick, you put it in there. It changes everything for it.
Nobody's named Dick or Richard anymore. You don't hear about those names.
I agree.
The ongoing decaying of culture you see right there.
Well, Blyer's an old man as well. I mean, he's no Rich Hill old.
He's
he's
not a
pretty old,
spring
right?
chicken.
Yeah, how old is Dick Blyer
I think
here?
he's
I'm gonna say
35.
I was gonna say like 34. He's bopped around.
He's about to be 36. He's 35 and 290 days at the time of recording.
There you go.
Richard Blyer, he's bopped around with a couple teams here. Richard Blyer, interesting pitcher. Has a great baseball bits on him from Foolish Baseball. In case you want to learn more about him, he's kind of just like the complete antithesis of the current modern day pitcher, where you're talking a big, tall guy, power pitcher, high backspin on the fastball to get more velocity, just striking guys out. Richard Blyer strikeouts per 9 for his career. Does anyone want to take a guess as to what it is? K per 9?
2.
Give him a little bit more credit than that.
I mean, I'll say
Okay.
5.5.
5.1.
All right.
This guy does not strike really
I mean, he's not
anybody
gassing
out.
it up.
Exactly. He's not going to be topping out at like a 97 or so. If you're not familiar with this guy, throws soft, throws a lot of sinkers, has started throwing some more cutters in there. What he does really well, though, as a lefty, that should also be mentioned there. We mentioned last week that we need another lefty in the bullpen. We just got him, Dickie B here. This dude is incredible at initiating ground balls. All this guy does is force balls into the ground. No one leaves a yard on this guy. Again, doesn't get a ton of strikeouts, but he's able to be efficient by being a small ball sort of a pitcher. He can initiate ground balls. That's how he's been able to live. And playing in a big hitter's environment, especially against righties, I know he'd be going against the lefties for the most part, but again, 3 batter minimum rule. If he's going to be staying in the game for a full inning, that could help against righties at Fenway Park. So going against some really good offenses in the American League East specifically, to have a guy who can keep the ball in the yard, keep damage to a minimum, another hopefully reliable lefty out of the bullpen, I think the move makes sense. I'm going to miss Matt Barnes a bit. We already talked about that last episode. If you want to hear more about Barnes, go back to last week. But I think this move makes sense for the team. I don't know what you guys think. I know some people were kind of like, who is this guy? But you look into it, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Listen, I know that people were saying, oh, he had a strong, relative to what we were previously getting, a strong second half. I think he's cooked, personally. I think.
Why? Okay, so the exact opposite.
No. Barnes.
Barnes. Oh, I thought you were talking about Blyer.
No. So I'm saying.
Yeah, good points, Fitz. My retort, fuck you. That's what I.
It's great. I'm very happy with it. I was kind of surprised that they did do a trade. Just because they had to eat $5 million, which I imagine facilitated the deal.
But isn't don't they save money in the long term? Like going
I think
into
they
24?
save $1 million. They save $1 million, I think.
Yeah, if they were gonna be if they were gonna be under the tax anyways, and if it saves a little bit of money going forward, if it's almost like a wash, again, might as well try to get another lefty in there if you're just gonna DFA Barnes anyways.
Yeah, I'm cool. I think it's a good move. I think, like you said, we needed a lefty, so that part's obvious. But I don't know. We talked about this a little bit last week in regards to Barnes getting cut, but it just seems. Excuse me, heavens.
That's the John Mulaney bit, talking through burps nowadays.
It just seems like.
Did you enjoy Italy?
Yeah. It just seems like they want a culture change. I mean, they have literally, it's Devers, Sale, and Brazier. That's the 2018 crew that's still here. So it's fresh vibes this year.
Really,
for sure.
only that?
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I like it. I mean, the pendant. Well, barring health, of course. But they're not going to walk a lot of people, which that was a fucking nightmare last year. So.
Yeah,
you guys know me. I've given my soliloquy on this many times, but I'd much rather watch guys get hit hard than putting guys than base on balls.
1.5 K per 9 for Mr. Blyer. About a half home run per 9. Again, keeps the ball in the yard.
K per 9?
$5,
you said.
Home run walks per 9 is about 1.5.
Okay, yeah, that's so nice.
And about a half home run per 9. Again, does not let the ball.
Sounds good to me, man.
Leave the yard. Liam, your thoughts, pal? What do you think about the newest member of the Boston Red Sox organization?
I mean, I love it. Quite honestly,
very
I think,
strong.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Dickie B guy. I've seen a ton of him just because of the Orioles.
Yeah, former Oriole.
Yes, he was an Oriole for a few years, so I saw a bunch of him when I was still in Baltimore. He's it's just like a reliable 6th, 7th inning guy. Soft contact, doesn't walk a lot of people. He's pitched in the AL East before. All pros, personally. I don't see any.
Who's in the bullpen this year that was in it last year? Is it only Brazier?
Schreiber.
Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah.
That's
And
good.
then there's like the guys that kind of moved around, but yeah.
Caleb Ort. If he makes the bullpen at some point, he may just end up being on the 40 man. I'm not sure. He might, kind of a spot starter sort of day, emergency. Just give us 5 innings, please. Don't give up. 40
No, I think
runs.
it's good. And I think the pen. I mean, I don't. It doesn't seem like it's gonna blow anyone away, but I think it's gonna hold.
I think it's a really solid bullpen, guys.
Yeah, and it'll be better than last
I actually
year.
think it might be the team's strength. Quite honestly,
It might be the path to a lot of wins this year, man. It just might.
I mean, it should be, considering they blew, I don't know, 30 saves last year.
And look, we've had yeah, right, exactly. That was painful to watch, the amount of saves they blew last year. We talked about it here. They even turned not even half of those blown slaves.
Oh!
Hey, interesting.
Did he say that?
Oh! And not even half of those blown saves, just even 8 of them, they're right in the wild card mix, if not getting a wild card berth. So, I very quietly, I know that Chaim Bloom has had his critics this offseason, us being part of it, for a lot of it. It's not been a perfect offseason.
I ebb and flow.
And any stretch of the imagination.
At the end of the day, I am a Chaim guy.
I am as well.
It's some things that happen are disappointing. However, with this bullpen, just in a vacuum, just the bullpen, I'm not saying everything as a whole this offseason, again, hasn't been perfect, but for the bullpen, been about as good as you could realistically ask for. I think it's been basically overhauled for the better. A lot of trustworthy arms in there. Started with getting Jolie in there, getting Chris Martin in there, shout out Coldplay. Kenley, high leverage sort of guy. You still have Schreiber. Whatever you want to do with Whitlock or Houck, you still have those options there. It's a strong bullpen, and Blyer, I think even before adding Blyer, it was strong. And this only adds to that. You got multiple options out of there. Blyer seems like a guy who can, not that you draw up the double play, play base, for lack of a better term, not like you just manifest that by itself, but he's a guy who can kind of get you out of a sticky situation, I suppose, especially if there's a big lefty up at the plate. I really like this guy eats up lefties, by the way. I want to find his splits, but he dominates lefties.
We literally had 2 relievers that it wasn't horrifying when they would come into the game last year. Literally 2. That was it.
Who's the second? I'm just thinking of Schreiber.
Whitlock. Whitlock relieved all last year.
Oh, I mean, I guess. I consider that a lost season for him, quite honestly.
A lot.
I don't feel like we saw him that much.
Oh,
Maybe that's because they didn't really have a lead.
Then in that case, Liam, we had 1.
The only one I trusted was Schreiber.
Are you guys still on the John Schreiber train, or are you scared it was a...
I'm holding my breath. I'm
holding my breath. I'm scared that
hopefully it wasn't a Linsanity run.
No, not even that it was Linsanity, but they pitched that boy a lot.
That dude was going every day.
Yeah. Especially late July into August. They were killing him.
In September, he kept coming out. Why are we doing this?
Why they didn't shut him down when it was abundantly clear the season was over was very crazy. Hey, so just real quick, guys. Apparently, the worst pedophile in American history at the time of his conviction is in the Cheshire Correctional Institution.
Jake, what the fuck, dude? God.
Well, because on the Wikipedia page, there's three people listed as notable inmates.
Well, who's the other? Now
it's him, William Devin. So that the pedophile, his name is Earl Bradley. There's a serial killer named William Devin Howell. And then there is the murderer of Annie Lee, whose name is Raymond J. Clark III. Annie Lee was murdered at Yale. I actually remember this in 2009.
Oh my God.
Awful.
Yeah, but so I think the bullpen will be a real strength this year.
Yeah, so left hand against lefties, Blyer. Triple slash. Again, batting averages for Neanderthals, I understand that, but triple slash, 225, 260, 313.
I'm not mad at any
OPS.
of those. I'm not even slightly mad.
66 OPS plus facing lefties over his career. ERA plus for this man. I know we like our
pluses.
Standardized,
easy
yep.
to digest.
Exactly. 100 being the league average. In case you aren't aware,
Goes down smooth.
Richard Blyer career ERA plus. Oh, you're gonna like this, Jake. You're too, Liam, but 143, baby.
Oh, what was now?
yeah,
he was
I
down
do
a
like
bit
that.
last year. Am I correct?
Down all the way to
was at
115 over 50 and 2/3 innings.
Oh, gee, he still had a 115 last year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, fuck that! This is an
Three-
amazing trade. I thought he was.
355 ERA on a 327 FIP, so right around in line. A whip at near 1.5, which isn't great, but that seems to be an outlier over the course of the last.
Matt Barnes'
couple of
career
years.
ERA plus is 112. That's not
Really?
so good. Yeah.
Again, he's not gonna give up. Even if he is giving up hits, they're just ground balls up the middle. You know what I mean? I understand you're not going to have shifts in play. I don't know how that's going to affect him totally. But again, it's not like he's giving up moonshots every other AB. It's if he's giving up runs, it's going to be off of rallies. I guess you'd rather it just hit into the ground. The Foolish Baseball video made the same exact point. I watched it again last night. They said you'd rather be giving up ground balls than fly balls. Just because it's much more damaging if a fly ball doesn't go
It's
your
terrific.
way.
Good trade. I don't know. I'm not. I mean, obviously it's got to play out, but we might be looking at a high masterclass.
Blyer 306 career ERA, but this is kind of weird. He's never pitched more than 63 1/3 inning in a season. Guy doesn't even have 300 innings, and that's because he's at 299 2/3. So literally not 300 innings. About as close as you can get.
Get this. He also has a delicious club option for next year if he's good.
Ooh.
And again, would they be saving the money as compared to if they took the option on Barnes next year? Hypothetically, they'd probably be saving money on Blyer, I would imagine. Was that a team option for Matty Backpacks? Had to have been.
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter anymore. He's on the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, he's gone. he can't hurt us anymore.
Again, I like Matty Barnes.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. World champion Matt Barnes. But it might be over for him. I don't know.
I'll tell you what's not over though, Jake. Our interview with Doink Patrol. You know why?
Oh.
Because it's just getting started right now. We're going to kick it over to that right now. 27:20 is where we mark that. Doink.
So wait, Fitz, what were the categories for the tweets?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll pull that up for you right now.
I'll be honest. I have zero memory of this.
Fair enough. I forget stuff in group chats all the time.
Do it right now, dude.
The inaugural class of the Baseball Twitter Hall of Fame, we each induct a specific tweet, a specific baseball Twitter tweet, a poster, so just a tweeter, just for posting excellence, a moment in baseball Twitter history. I already know what mine is, and if someone steals it from me, I am gonna change it. And then the Bob Nightingale wild card. This is anything that has to do with Bob Nightingale.
Oh shit.
So
okay.
I would say the first three don't make it a Bob Nightingale thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So Bob gets his own baseball Twitter Hall of Fame thing.
Oh, you know what? I know who my poster is.
Well, don't save it.
Yeah.
Do we actually want to take a couple minutes to write it down for ourselves so we're not like scrambling?
No, I mean,
Moment.
I've got my
That's the only one I'm
tweet.
fucked up on. I know my other three easy.
Moment I can come up with on the fly. I've got a couple in my head. Poster.
Hold on, Alex is calling me, guys.
Uh-oh.
Give me 1
Trouble in
second.
Paradise?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you. Hello. Hey, what's up?
Gay.
I am recording right now. Oh. Do you want to come on the pod and say hi? Do you want to come on the pod and say hi? All right, come on the pod and say hi. Well, I meant like down here. You could say no if you want. You're just gonna hurt Jake and Liam's feelings, mine too. But that's marginal. Sure, do it up. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep talking again at 30. Alex is gonna come in to say hi. start back up at 30 on the dot. All right, give me a second.
Wait, Bryce Harper has an opt-out in his deal?
Does
Wait,
he?
I was going to take it back from the interview there, but I guess does Bryce Harper have an option in his
I
deal,
don't know. I'm looking,
Mr. Wallinger?
I don't know.
What a way to come back to the action after the interview there. Jake asking, speak behind the curtain. I was
No,
saying,
he
like,
doesn't. I don't even know what the fuck that's. Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another special guest on the program, Missy Mopena. Say hi, Alex.
Hi, friends.
Alex, who's your
Hi.
favorite? Who's your favorite baseball Twitter poster?
Baseball.
Like tweeter, baseball Twitter tweeter.
I feel like I have to say you out of loyalty.
Oh, stop it!
Oh,
Awful, awful
Boo.
pick. Oh, jeez. Gosh. Oh, you're very sweet, but that was a horrible pick. But thank you very much.
I don't know who baseball.
Yeah, not really.
Twitters. Yeah, I'm not really on the Bird app.
Not as much, and you're also kind of like more like hockey a little bit too. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Go Bees. They're hurting right now, though.
Jake says go Bees. And
Get to
they're
the
hurting
All-Star
right now.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they just stink.
I
Maybe
rescind my answer. I actually hate your tweets.
I hit my tweets too,
Oh,
so it
Thank
ends
you.
up working.
As do I.
Everyone does. That's
Bye, everyone.
That was Allie.
Take my exit.
That was Allie, folks. That was Missy Mopena. Shout out to Alex. And shout out to you for listening. Shout out to Doink Patrol for coming onto the show this week. Great conversation. They're our inaugural class of the Baseball Twitter Hall of Fame. I can't believe she also brought up. I can't believe they also brought up the Cheshire high security prison. That was
What are
crazy,
the odds?
right?
What are the odds?
They also brought up Bel Air on the wrong side of the tracks. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So, an interesting thing, another peek behind the curtain here. Talking about this article from The Athletic from one Jim McCaffrey. Did a Red Sox mailbag over there. We might have to do a mailbag at some point.
We should.
before.
I've said this.
You
I
have
still got to
said
set up
this.
the voicemail. The voicemail would be fun.
Yes, it would. Get some wild calls there. But Jim McCaffrey, first question that is posed in this tweet previewing the mailbag blog here. Is Vegas' 76.5 win projection for the Red Sox too low?
I think yeah. Like it's
I think it's...
kinda
I'm not...
crazy
I-
low, actually.
I get
Yeah.
it, but that's very easy.
I'm actually personally offended by it, quite frankly.
Talk about it.
Well, what did they win last year? 82?
There was 78.
Oh, they won 78 last year?
Yeah, this team is.
Okay.
I'm-
So that
I'm-
team was dog shit. Everything went wrong. And they won more than the over under for this year. 76.5.
And again, you lost Bogarts.
You got better
obviously,
everywhere else.
agree.
Including the bullpen, as we talked about. I do think 70, even in a tough division, I do think 76.5 is a little unfair to the team. I would hit the over there.
Listen, but losing Bogarts, not having a real shortstop right now, it's bad. But I think the average Joe who isn't, like the average Dodger fan or somebody that's not really plugged into the Red Sox, they probably see that and think, oh, they're fucked. But the little moves, I think the sum of the parts is way better this year.
Yeah, and again, I don't think it's good enough to. I mean, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Jake was like, "Ooh, the pinnacle of this team could be like you said, like low 90s wins."
I said if everything goes right, they could win 90.
I
think I stand by that.
I don't go that far. I think if everything goes right, that you're looking at like an 86 win team or so.
I
think this
like
like
84.
I was gonna say right now this feels like a 79 win team, 80 win team. That's still higher than 76.5.
No, that's low. That's low.
Do you think that's you think they're going to be over 500? Or at 500 at least.
I'll say it right now. They're over 500.
Yeah.
Should we make this interesting?
Sure.
Oh, do we want to bet?
A little friendly wager or something like that.
I will do that, but I can't do it on the fly right now. I need to do some real.
It should be a karaoke thing. I think
I need
we
to do
to go
some
out to a
soul
karaoke
searching
night.
and some research.
I think we need to go to a karaoke night. If they're at 500 or better, you two have to decide a song for me to sing at karaoke. Or maybe you each decide one, and I double up, but I don't want to take other people's turns. Sing that at karaoke. Any song. I got to know the words to it, but or enough of the words to it that I can hold my own through it. I sing that.
Have you ever done karaoke, Fitz?
This whole gambit that I'm proposing right now is just me secretly rooting for them to get to 500 or higher, so I do have to sing karaoke because I love singing karaoke. It's awesome. It's great. It's fantastic.
Great.
I was gonna say, and then if they're under 500, I pick a song for you two to have a duet with.
Ooh, Islands in the Stream, Jake.
Oh, good one. Who's Dolly?
What about? No, I don't know if I can. Wait.
You can hit
What
that.
about like Breaking Free?
That's a good one.
Ooh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Ebony and Ivory. That's a good one. Even though it's really just Ivory and Ivory.
Yeah. What about
The Girl Is Mine.
best duets?
There's a lot of good ones.
The
Oh my
doggone
gosh.
girl is mine.
Best duets. You
Love will keep us together.
Oh, ain't no
Captain
mountain
and
high
Tina.
enough. That's a good
Ooh,
one.
great one.
I got you, babe. Banger.
Sonny and Cher. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah.
Sonny Cher, right?
Liam, do you just want to do this anyway? Like,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't
why
even
not?
care how the season goes. Endless love. My God. And then Liam and I start making out on stage at the end. Be sick. Get
I'm all
out.
for it.
Get out.
Oh no! One lady of the show comes on and makes an extended cameo. The second comes in and she's giving no. Sophie.
The girlfriend hears me talking about making out with my co-host, and she runs in, thinks she owns the place.
Got to keep you in check.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as much as I want to see the team at 500 and over, this is not me being a curmudgeon for the sake of being a curmudgeon. I'm just trying to be realistic, but I have a slightly better outlook than I did even like a couple months ago. I do think I think it could burn in flames just as quickly as it could, end up being well, or just as easily rather. I think this could really go to shit. It's going to be an interesting team one way or the other. It's going to be a fun team to watch. This whole experiment is going to be fun to watch. There's a lot of variability here, though. This team could be right in the hunt of it, or they could be absolutely dog shit, or they could be in the middle. So I'm going to say, as it
That's
stands
why
right
I think
now,
it's going to be fun.
yeah, interesting ride. Last year was a bad team, but they also weren't that interesting. You know what I mean? It wasn't fun.
They were not.
At least be
interesting
fun.
whatsoever.
If you're gonna
It was
stink,
nothing.
be interesting.
What was the most? If you guys had to pick the most exciting moment of
I
last
guess
year,
Verdugo's walk off.
I was gonna say that walk.
against the Yanks.
Yeah,
That's a
that
good
big.
call.
Yeah, that big one against the Yankees. Yep. Was that like early July? I remember.
Yeah, it was like right after the All-Star break, or right before. Something.
I think
like
I
that.
saw Love and Thunder that night, and then I came home and caught the end of that
terrible
game.
movie.
I wasn't able to watch the whole game.
terrible movie.
I fucking hate that movie.
It was fine. I soured on it a bit. I've come to learn that whenever I watch a movie that maybe I didn't like as much, I watch it first. I'm like, no, it was good. It was. Then I sit on it a little bit. It's like maybe I didn't like it that much, but
You big recency bias guy.
big time. Anything I just saw Banshees over the weekend. Banshees was excellent. I'm sure if I give it like another week or two, I'm going to bring it down to like, oh no, it was real good.
Oh no. That movie is.
It was really
That's
good.
my
It
best
is
picture.
good.
That's my best.
It was really good. I'm a sucker for a nice, charming Irish movie.
Yeah. Have
It was
dudes
a very
ever rocked
charming
less than that movie?
I mean, spoiler alert. I mean, not that I'm spoiling anything. A dude kind of rocked at the very end.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
That was dude's rock behavior.
Wait, what?
That again, I'm not trying to spoil.
Oh,
it
in
for
the
someone who
rocking
hasn't-
chair?
Well, not him. The other. Well, that was kind of dude's rock. As I hit my mic, that was kind of dude's rock behavior, being in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
I don't even
What are
want
you
to be
talking about?
around
Barry
anymore.
Keegan?
No, Colin Farrell.
Yeah. What?
Setting shit on fire. That's
Oh,
dude's
all
rock.
right, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, arson.
That's where my head was at.
Arson is dude's.
Oh,
rock,
it's
I guess.
cool as hell. That's we said spoiler alert beforehand too. So again,
Well, we didn't say what he lights on fire.
Just bleep it.
yeah, I could just beep it.
The whole segment.
Yeah. So
Islands in the stream.
I will
is
be
what
honest.
we are.
I'm starting to collect receipts from folks who don't believe in our 2023 Red Sox. So
Oh.
I have two screenshots from Twitter today on my phone. The Athletic released their MLB offseason grades, and
yeah, I saw that.
they gave
Let's
us
talk about that for a second.
a C minus, just ahead of the Rockies with a grade of D, and the White Sox with an F.
White Sox
outrageous.
have an F.
That is outrageous, quite frankly.
And then MLB Nerds, which I don't know, I can never tell if they're actually like legit or not. Like sometimes they nail like insider info, other times it's complete nonsense. They gave us a C plus. So,
I think C plus is fair. That's what I would say. I think letting Bogarts go, I'm still upset about that. People could say, "Oh, they were never going to resign him." I think it's just a symptom of completely fumbling that entire fiasco. Yet again, a typical Red Sox not able to extend your homegrown star. I mean, extending Devers is great. That was awesome. It should have been 2 out of the 3 of those 2 in Mookie that we kept instead of just 1. But
we don't need to. We don't need to.
Again, rehash your old shit. Don't have to go into that.
Drop it.
no,
I think that's enough to. I think that's enough to drop it a couple letter grades. But everything else, again, like the little pieces here and there, I think they've made sense. The bullpen being retooled. People are shitting on the Turner signing for a low risk sort of an option. I think it makes sense. I like the prospect of Yoshi being in the lineup. Hopefully he pans out. I mean, again, I think a C plus is fair.
I think the way people like, not to put any pressure on the guy, but I think it all kind of relies on if Yoshi is a real Major League Baseball player or not. Like
again, Yoshi's the key to all this.
Because today it's like we signed our big move was nobody knows if this guy can even play baseball in America yet. Like he could suck, and then that would be really bad. But he could also be quite.
His projections have been crazy.
Yeah, he
his
could also be
projections
quite good.
have been insane across the board.
His projections have him like a 140.
Literally the highest average in baseball.
WRC plus. It's
second
nuts.
highest on base. Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
That would be amazing.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
If he's our leadoff hitter for the next, what did we say,
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Hey, count me in.
Anyways, is that all we got for this week?
I think so. That's all I got. I mean, because what happened? All that happened was Blyer.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean,
we could bring up there was some drama on Twitter after the Barnes fallout where he retweeted stats and Kike tweeted something about like, I like my team no matter what. I don't know what was happening there.
Captain
but
Kike.
I don't feel like that got enough attention.
I actually did. I didn't even notice that.
This sounds so much like more mean-spirited than I really want it to be, but I just don't think anyone cares about Barnes at this point. Like no, that's what I mean. Like it sounds really awful, but I think it's like, okay, dude, like no, like you had a really great half a year. It's come on.
Yeah, other moments besides just
think
that run, but
who on the team could they DFA that would actually like piss people off? Like a realistic
Rafael Devers? What do you?
No. I mean like realistically though, they're not going to DFA them.
Arroyo,
Like
I
someone
guess.
Arroyo,
like
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
why
people
are you
would like
doing
that. People love Arroyo, myself included.
But because they've added to the bullpen this year, I think it's kind of a wash. Like he's been there since 2014, but like we said, he was never the guy, but he was a guy.
He was a guy.
Now
here's a guy. I don't know, Jim.
Oh, Jim! I don't know.
I'm gonna miss Tony. I wish he was doing the Super Bowl.
You're a Tony Romo guy. People have turned on him.
I'm ironically one at this point. I think he's so awful now that it's funny.
Well, Jim, they gotta get to the line.
Liam. When Liam was over for the championship games, we were like, every time he made a noise, it was like, I don't know, Jim.
Sophie's like, I'm gonna murder both of them.
Yeah.
Game Day Joe.
Game Day Joe. The wizard is wizardry.
The best was when he was like, "Well, the clock doesn't stop there because you can't can't go backwards. So
Did you guys see the controversy where people think he almost said the N-word on the
Oh
broadcast?
God,
Did you
no,
see
I
that?
did not see that.
No, I didn't see
I think
that
he
at
was
all.
saying Nickelback.
I thought you were about to say it first.
No. But the way on the like, I see why people would think he's
You just
about
said
to
it
say
too
it.
fast.
Yeah.
Mini Mignoso widow
He
type
like cuts
beat.
himself off, but it's I don't know.
I
It'd
told
be
you
crazy
guys.
if it'd be crazy if he did say it on the broadcast, wouldn't it?
I told you guys that, right? Mini Mignoso's widow speaking at the Hall of Fame induction this past summer.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you told that story.
I forget which episode I brought that up on, but
It was very early.
yeah, I mean, it had to have been right after so
I
that had to
forget
have been
that. What
late
did you
July. She was referencing the Negro Leagues, Liam.
She was slurring her word a little bit, right?
The first time,
Say no
and
more.
she's a white woman. The first
Oh,
time,
that's right, that's
we
right.
were kind of like, did the mic pop or something? Like, was that like?
It's like my guy Garen Cicchini, like the story I told him.
No, that was with his chest.
Yeah, no, he meant that.
And it wasn't that word. It was another word. But then about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, however long, right? She brought up the Negro Leagues again, and that time I was like, oh, that was no mic feedback or anything like that. That was
Well, there's. I mean, I just think if I was on a broadcast, I would be so hyper aware. I don't know why I'm bad. Tony Romo did not say the N-word, to be clear. It's like, it sounds like I'm like, this guy, he really fucked up. He didn't, but, there's Gary Thorne, the Pujols one.
Is retarded.
Yeah, that's a classic. That one's crazy because
You don't have to
it's
bleep
not
that
even.
because it's a quote. It's an exact quote.
That one's.
I'm beeping it.
That one is crazy because he obviously meant retired, but they're not.
Right.
Like, he just straight up said retarded. There was no.
Yeah, it's clear as day.
There was no jump from one. Like,
The best
It's so crisp.
The best one is the college football game. I think it was like Michigan against like Purdue, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's so good.
It's got like 2006, 2007. This isn't like a slur or anything like that. It's
Gay.
yeah. It's the blind man's got his hands all over him, something like that. And then the color commentator guy or like the field guy goes, "It's kind of gay." And then it's like
the comedic pause on that is
it's
perfection. Yeah.
4th down and 9.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
good.
It's masterclass.
I'll cut that in right here. It's so good.
Who was
Markakis.
Wait, guys, what did the man of faith? What did he even say to get him?
A homophobic slur.
Against
About, like,
capital.
San Francisco.
He's wearing the beep capital of the
capital
country.
of the world. He
Yeah,
tried to
right.
argue that he was saying flag, FLAG, capital of the world.
Well, who
I
amongst
think
us
that's-
hasn't said?
I think that's what he said. I don't know. He may
flag,
have argued that
capital
at first, and then he probably admitted like, no, that I actually said the very bad slur. So, of
course.
all right, we gotta wrap this up here because we got another. This is like the 4th time I've given a peek behind the curtain here, like I'm the Wizard of Oz. We haven't recorded the Doink interview yet. If that wasn't obvious.
Whoa,
about-
Fitz!
Whoa.
Fitzy bomb, yeah, right? Yeah, ruins the magic. That's like telling kids at Disney World, hey, that's actually not, the bears can't talk,
All right,
that,
just end the episode, Fitz.
yeah, before I get into the secrets of the teacups and things
Before
like
you
that.
start rambling. He's off his meds again.
I actually got to take my multivitamins now, so I haven't taken them yet. I swear to God, I've started taking gummy multivitamin. They're delicious.
Good. It's good for you. All right, this has been Pot on Lesnar.
For Jake, for Liam, I'm Fitz. You've been you. Thank you to Doink for joining us. Thank you for Missy Bopena joining us. Thank you for Sophie for trying to join us, but was being denied. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you next week. Go Sox.
Go Sox.
Go Sox.